This is Joseph Alexander Van Zandt. Today I am discussing partial summation. Partial summation is summation of numbers less between 0 and 1. If you, for example, if you take 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/4 plus 1/5 plus 1/6 plus 1/7 plus 1/8 plus 1/9 plus 1/10, that is partial summation. That totals, I believe, 1.928. Summation would be the mathematical process of adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. That is summation. Summation and partial summation work by completely different rules. In a very general way, fractions and whole numbers work by completely different rules. The process of summation was probably first developed by Euler. Euler is a school of mathematics. Basically, it states that you take the series of numbers that you're adding. In this case, I'll use 1/2 to 10. 1/2 plus 1/3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. And then you add them the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you add 10 plus 1, you get 11. If you add 9 plus 2, you get 11. 8 plus 3, you get 11. Each number in the series, you get 11. So you take 10 times 11, you divide by 2. You take 10 times 11, you get 110. And then you divide by 2, you get 55. 55 is the actual answer. This is an easy way of adding large sums. This is summation like this is discussed in Calculus 3. But Euler's method of summation is a very easy way of adding large numbers, which works. It works in whole numbers. It doesn't work in fractional numbers. I'm discussing fractional numbers today. I attempted to find rules of fractional summation. I was unable to. Several other people in mathematics attempted to find rules. They were also unable to. There were two ways of adding fractions. You could add fractions by decimals. That is to say, like you take 1 divided by 2, you get 0.5. You can take 1 divided by 3, you get 333. You get 1 divided by 4, you get 0.25. 1 divided by 5, you get 0.2. That's one way. Another way is by what's called the greatest common denominator. In other words, you would take, if you wanted to add 1/2 and 1/3, you would take 2 times 3, you would get 6. You would then take 6 divided by 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So in other words, it will be 1/6, but 1/2 is 3/6. Okay, and then 1/3 is 2/6. So that's called the greatest common denominator. So 3/6 and 2/6 is 5/6. So the answer of 1/2 plus 1/3 is, in terms of sixth, is 5/6. Okay, but the method of doing that is greatest common denominator. I attempted to do this program in greatest common denominator in MATLAB. It didn't work. I'm not sure if I did something wrong or but I'm using in this program. I'm using decimal notation. It's breaking it into a decimal. Decimal notation is good, although it's not as exact as fractional notation. I will confirm my calculations as I can with a Texas with a graphics calculator. This is the computer screen. Please watch if you wish. this is the computer screen over here. So, okay. So I'm going to, first number to be partially summed, I'll start with 2. And then the last number is going to be 10. So from 2 to 10, it's 1.289685. I have a Texas Instrument, I have a graphics calculator here, and I will confirm my calculations, which I have here. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. The calculator gives the answer 1.2897. The computer 1.289685. The computer has somewhat more digits. The Texas Instruments, the graphics calculator rounded it off. Okay. I will. The next one I will do now is on the computer is 2, which is 1/2. I'm putting only the denominator in, 100. Okay. The computer comes up with 4.18737752, which is correct. These type of calculations, you know, on a graphics calculator, you really couldn't put this in. You would have an error in data entry. You could confirm your calculations with smaller numbers, which I'll do now. I'll put, and I can confirm it with the graphics calculator. So I'll put in let's say 5, which is 1/5. I'm only putting in the denominator. That's the first, and the second will be 8, which is 1/8. So the computer has 0.6345238. I'll do that with the calculator now. So that's okay, so that's 1/5, 1 divided by 5, plus 1 divided by 6, plus 1 divided by 7, plus 1 divided by 8. The number I have, the graphics calculator, is 0.634524. To go for the computer screen, it's 0.63452381. That the computer has more digits. The graphics calculator just rounds it off. I will do a final calculation of 2 to 1,000. That is to say 1/2 divided by 1 divided by 2 to 1 divided by 1,000. So you go for the denominator, that's 2 and 1,000. The computer, indicates the answer is 6.48547086 on the bottom here. This is a very easy way of doing these type of partial summation calculations. To do this with decimals is a very hard process. You can do it to check it, you could do it with, but other than that, it's extremely difficult. These types of calculations are sometimes used in lasers. They're sometimes used in electricity. They're sometimes used in stealth. By stealth, I mean this. In the modern sense, if you have a military aircraft, something like a B-1 or a B-2, a B-3 Vulcan, a B-70 Valkyrie. The concept is, some aircraft want to do reconnaissance of enemy territory, military exercises, naval exercises. Sometimes these are covered by open skies, which allows monitoring of these exercises. But these aircraft are shot at. In the modern sense, there are ways of reducing the radar signature. The radar signature is how aircraft are seen. If an aircraft is 20,000 feet, 100,000 feet, 40,000 feet, it can't generally be seen, but its radar image appeared. That being said, there are ways of hiding the radar images. If you break an aircraft up into pieces with fractions, you could reduce the radar signature if you know the type of wavelength they're using. Fractional summation is sometimes used, to help people to develop stealth aircraft. It's also used in lasers. It's used in medical lasers. It's used in area calculations. If you want to calculate the area in a car, it's very difficult. It's sometimes used for that. There are many purposes, but the issue is you can't really do it by hand. You have to do it by calculator or by this type of program. This type of program is also works in Liberty Basic, although this one is more accurate. This is Joseph Alexander Vincent with partial summation. Good day.